Ready-to-eat meals used with weight loss. In our modern days, where convenience rules, ready-to-eat meals are a dream come true for many working and busy families. When you've had to work later than you thought, possibly skipped lunch, and hit a bad traffic snare on the way home, the last thing you want to think about is cooking a real dinner. If you have a family with kids going every which way with sports and other extracurricular activities, having ready-to-eat meals in the freezer helps to make sure everyone has something to eat, even if you're not eating altogether. Or maybe you only have a half hour for lunch. That's not enough time to go out with your co-workers, and you just didn't feel like packing a smart lunch and didn't have any good leftovers. You can grab a ready-to-eat meal from your freezer to take to work. The trouble is, sometimes these ready-to-eat meals, while convenient, are loaded with calories, fat, and other things that can sabotage your weight loss goals. Can you still enjoy the convenience of ready-to-eat meals while trying to lose weight? Let's take a look at how you can enjoy convenience without killing your diet. Make good choices. There are many options available when it comes to ready-to-eat meals, and the options seem to be growing every day. Popular restaurants have even come out with their own mini versions of their menu. There are low-calorie, low-carb, and organic options as well. And take a look at the array of ethnic choices. It's a great way to try something new. There are great Mediterranean dishes, Indian dishes, and Mexican dishes for you to try. Just make sure your choices take some key factors into consideration. This is a classic case of you can't judge a book by its cover. While the picture on the front may look delicious, and even nutritious, you have to read the label to find out where the truth lies. Calories. It is shocking how many calories some meals contain. Some have as much as your entire recommended daily allowance. Remember, this is one meal. It should be 1/4 of your daily calorie intake as a maximum. Hopefully you've made good healthy choices for your breakfast, lunch, and snacks, and won't blow it just because it's convenient to reach for something in the freezer. Better yet, don't even take high-calorie meals home. Leave them at the grocery store. Fat. It's just as important to watch the fat content of meals. Again, take your daily fat recommendation and make sure you are not eating half, or worse yet, double your recommended fat intake in a ready-to-eat meal. Carbs. If you are watching your carb intake, take a close look at the carb count on the label. Something that looks like it is low carb can be loaded instead. If at all possible, choose a ready-to-eat meal that has complex carbs such as whole grains. Yes, they're out there. Protein. Make sure you are getting enough protein in the meal. Don't reach for a meal that is rich in carbs, but low in protein. You still want to eat a balanced meal, and protein will also help you to feel more full. Let's face it, those meals are kind of small. If your ready-to-eat meal is full of carbs and little else, you will find yourself hungry and reaching for more food soon, sabotaging your weight loss goals. The added downside is that eating foods heavy in carbs tends to encourage your body to crave even more sugars and starches. It's a vicious circle. Break it by making sure you have plenty of protein in your meals. Go for the extra veggies, not the extra dessert. Some ready-to-eat meals like to boast that they are a complete meal, because they give you a high-calorie dessert on the side. While something sweet may sound good after a stressful day, don't succumb. Skip the meals with desserts altogether, and go for ones that have 2 servings of veggies instead. If you still have a strong craving for sugar when you're done eating, reach for a sugar-free Jell-O with some whipped cream on top to satisfy your sweet tooth without sacrificing your weight loss. Think of ready-to-eat meals as a part of your meal. Just because a meal has pasta and veggies doesn't mean you have to eat their pasta and veggies. Consider supplementing the meal with a fresh salad or other fresh vegetables. If you are packing a ready-to-eat meal for lunch at work, pack a baggie of cut-up cucumber or broccoli as a side dish. Or supplement your lunch with a leftover whole grain dish from earlier in the week. Remember, just because it's there doesn't mean you have to eat it. Meal replacement bars and drinks. Another convenience to consider is a meal replacement bar or drink. They're packed with nutrients and will give you some energy to get through to your next nutritious meal without hurting your diet. Protein supplements to help you along. If you find yourself reaching for the convenience of a ready-to-eat meal more often than you would like, consider adding protein supplements to your diet. The protein will aid in your weight loss by helping to repair and build muscle tissue, which in turn burns fat. The protein supplements can also help you feel more full, which helps you resist unhealthy snacks. Protica has a number of different types of protein supplements to choose from. Visit Protica.com for more information.